Hi, Professor Groot. You teach public economics at the University of Utrecht, and you have studied basic income for a lot of time. Could you please give me two good reasons to launch the basic income experiment in Europe?
Okay, this morning at a conference at the European Parliament entitled Basic Income, a concept for decent living and working conditions for everyone in Europe, I gave some reasons why it is important to launch a basic income experiment. And my first claim is that even if you are opposed to the idea of a basic income, suppose you are in favor of workfare, even then you should support a basic income experiment, because if you would have such a basic income experiment, we have a common baseline to evaluate the thousands of different workfare oriented experiments going on throughout Europe. Because if you have a basic income experiment, you do know what people will do if they are free to decide themselves how easier to go back to the labor market. And now we simply do not know the net impact of all these thousands of experiments, back to work programs, job programs, because simply there is no common baseline to compare them. That's the first reason. And the second reason is that with nowadays the political support for basic income is still modest, but things may change. The world is changing, and maybe in 10 years from now the political support of basic income might be much better. But if you want to have reliable data at that time, how basic income, how people will behave with a basic income, you need to start up the experiment now. So that's also a very important reason to launch such a basic income experiment.
Okay, thank you. And this is my second question. Why do you think basic income would be important?
Yeah, there are several reasons why it is such a good idea. For instance, people on welfare, they will not face anymore the poverty trap, so they will have a better financial incentive to go to paid work. Secondly, if there is a basic income which provides every citizen a decent living, a floor to stand on, you do not need the statutory minimum wage anymore to protect workers. So you can also expect that if you abolish the minimum wage, there will be a huge increase in the demand for low-wage workers, which is very important for the people who are now on welfare. That demand for their skills will increase. Also for the young families, young parent families, which are in the rush hour of life, for them it becomes more easy to substitute paid work and the income they earn, so the toys they buy for their kids, for care. They can choose to spend more time with their children if they want to, because the option to choose temporarily part-time will become more attractive under a basic income. And finally, there will also be, maybe, that's uncertain, but it might be the case that there will be a boost of startup of small businesses, because you can build already on the basic income. So you do not need from the beginning onwards to earn your own with income, but you can stand on the basic income as everybody else. So I think many more people will take the risk to start up their own business. So I think in the end that basic income is one of the few, if not the only, viable option for a real social Europe. That's my firm belief.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.